Okay, I'll see the fucking skinny thing.
Is learned. Fat phobia is taught. It's not innate.
Out of all the communities in the cesspool known as TikTok, one of the dumbest and most toxic
Is this like slowed down moist critical? Like, what the fuck? What is this? Is alt channel?
communities has got to be, without a doubt, the fat acceptance slash fat liberation community. And right off the bat, I want to say I don't hate fat people. I don't hate anyone. This isn't some
Oh my god. This dude is literally trying to bite. This dude is straight up trying to do fucking moist critical, dude. What the fuck?
kind of hate video. If you're fat, I don't give a shit. But what I do have a problem with is how it's apparently fat phobic now to want to lose weight, to be in shape, to be
Yo, all of these videos. Okay, are you ready for what the model here is? This is like the rage comic version, okay? This is Charlie should DMCA him. Yeah, straight up, and he could probably get away with it. Okay. This is damp critical, okay? That's what it is. It's not moist critical, it's damp critical. Okay. The goal here is like finding these like insane edge cases, okay? Like these insane edge cases, which I kind of like to look at and laugh at too. And then trying to launch like a much larger argument off of it as though it's like representative of a broader movement. When it's literally just like three crazy people, okay? And it's the three crazy people saying crazy shit. That's it. Straight up. It's like the 2015, 2016, like we've seen all of this already. The irony of outraged YouTube channels calling other groups cesspools. I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to see what he's going to say though.
skinny. Now everyone should love their bodies despite being overweight and at high risk of diabetes or stroke. It's also apparently racist to not be fat, as we're about to hear from this brilliant
I do want to hear the fucking it's racist to your fat phobia is racist is funny though. I do want to hear what they have to say.
TikTokers. So without
not what damn critical has to say. I just want to hear what the lady has to say because I do love heavy Kotaku and action vibes from this dude. Oh yeah, 100%.
Let's hear some hot takes from Leah, the queer leftist voice of fat liberation over on TikTok.
This might be my spiciest take yet. Call me bitter, call me jealous, call me whatever you want. It's all interaction. But I find so much satisfaction when giant accounts that are so harmful and push excessive, extreme
Former fats always gain their weight back? What the fuck?
promote fear tactics surrounding fatness. And then I check up on them. And they're gaining the weight back.
Yo, that is fucking not good, dude. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord, dude. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. I want to see the... I just want to look at the account. I don't want this dude's, like, spicy seasoning on it. Splotch maker? Okay, listen. Just as always, I got to fucking point this out and tell you, okay? Do not go to this person's profile and be fucking annoying, okay? If you do that, I will ban you. But I do want to hear the actual takes. Maybe they got some good takes. I would call this fat phobia, to be honest. Dude, first of all, that take is awful. Like, that was just terrible. Imagine like following people like this. Imagine following people like this to just like be like, oh man, they're gaining weight again. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Not to be a devil's advocate, Andy, but isn't it true that most people who lose weight will eventually gain it back? Yes, that is the unfortunate reality, okay, of yo-yo dieting and bad diet trends. That is precisely the reason. Because if you want to lose weight and if you want to, become more healthy, obviously weight loss does not automatically mean, weight loss, not in every single instance, does not magically mean you're more healthy. But if you are overweight to an unhealthy degree and you want to lose weight, and exercising is good regardless of whether you want to lose weight or not, because of the way that most people do yo-yo dieting, or because of the way that most people engage in like these diet fads, or because of the way that people, engage in like shock diets, okay, they end up gaining the weight back. And the reason why they end up gaining the weight back is because that's not a sustainable way of, surviving, okay? That's it. It's just, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to magically get down to a skinny level and eat whatever the fuck you want. You have to straight up change your habits and make healthy habits. You can't also lose more than 1.5 pounds a week. Like that, the max, no matter how fat you are. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Like if you're like super, super morbidly obese, maybe you could. But in most circumstances, you shouldn't be trying to lose more than 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. That's the maximum. Okay. Anyway, also poor access to good food is a problem with a Mickey D's on every block. Anyway, the 1 pound per week is to not have stretch marks. No, that's not the reason, bro. It's because if you fucking lose an incredible amount of weight. By the way, I'm gonna be eating while I talk about this. Teşekkür ederim baba. Eyvallah. Yok önemli değil. Önemli değil. Şey verir misin sosları? Bir de bir tane et kolaya gerek yok da sosları getirirsen sevinirim. Speaking of which, oh my lord, look at this. Straight white chicken breast, a salad, and little tortillas. Okay? Maybe a little too much. She made too many tortillas, but the irony, there's nothing ironic about this, bro. This, what do you mean? This is incredibly healthy and I track it. And it's fucking delicious. Stunning. Calorie deficit is the best choice from your experience. Calorie deficit is not the best choice. Calorie deficit is the only choice. The fad diet shit that you see, okay, because you can't outwork your diet. The fad diet shit that you see literally builds on top of the caloric deficit, but they try to hide that part by gamifying it or whatever the fuck. Oh, teşekkürler. By gamifying it, by turning it into something entirely different, but like ultimately it's still a caloric deficit. That's the only way you can lose weight. Yok var burada, tamam. Okay. 1.5 pounds of factor from chicken is incredibly healthy. Okay, dude. Anyway, Daddy Hasan was timed down for a day for saying something offensive. I apologize. It's okay. Anyway. I say this as someone who has lost more weight than most of you, okay, in his life. Have you had problems with loose skin? I mean, not really. It's like this. Look. Like there's fat. Well, I'm still kind of fat, but it's just when I lose all of the weight, it ultimately comes down to like that level of loose skin. It's not like, wait, why are you guys throwing up what face? That's totally normal. What the fuck do you mean? It's like a normal amount of it's a normal amount of fucking this is an incredibly normal thing. What the fuck? Wait, Hasan was overweight? I was really, really fat. You're young too. It will get worse when... Yeah. Of course. I'm also young. And also on top of that, I don't just lose the weight. I don't just lose the fat. I also build muscle. So... the math is harder than you think, though, because human digestion is not 100% efficient. Some people's digestion is more efficient than others. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Anyway. I do. My digestion or my metabolism is way slower than the average person, for example. Anyway. Okay, let's just...
This might be my spiciest take yet. Call me bitter, call me jealous, call me whatever you want. It's all interaction. But I find so much satisfaction when giant accounts that are so harmful and push excessive, extreme weight loss promote fear tactics surrounding fatness. And then I check up on them, and they're gaining the weight back. It just feels like sweet, sweet karma.
Yeah, this is pathetic. You know, it really says a lot about a person when they take pleasure out of seeing other people...
You were never obese, though? No, I was. I was obese. Yeah. No, there was definitely a point in time when I was definitely obese.
struggle with their health, in this case weight, that is the sign of a very happy individual that truly loves themselves. You know, totally not projecting and spreading hate for no other reason than to feel better about yourself. She also says something about these big awful TikTok accounts promoting fear tactics surrounding fatness, and I genuinely wonder what she means by fear tactics. Are fear tactics in her eyes just a person talking about health risks associated with being overweight? Anything that even hints at obesity being bad is probably a fear tactic. But yeah, this right here just sets a precedent to this girl's entire catalog of diarrhea over on TikTok. Her account is dedicated to essentially rambling about her weight and hating on anything and anyone related to weight loss.
Back. It just feels like sweet, sweet karma. Like you spend your entire career every day promoting anti-fatness, promoting just fear of fatness, and yet
If you're fat, it's your fault. Yeah, totally, dude. 100%. Totally. Yeah, that's how that works, bro. For sure. Like, genetics play no factor into it. Your material conditions play no factor into it. If you're born into a fucking fat family or a poor family that does not make good educational choices, that also it did not luck out. Totally. Totally, bro. Yeah. Just like when you're poor. Imagine being born into a poor family. Couldn't be me, bro. Just diet, bro. It's like literally the government works entirely against you. It's not an accident that we have one of the fattest fucking populations on the planet. And you're out here just straight up being like, dude, it's just your fault. Yeah, totally. Totally. Like, I obviously hate people like this too. Don't get me wrong. Like people who are just like, oh my God, like don't tell people to lose weight. Like that's fat phobia or whatever the fuck. I get annoyed by that too. Because like, no, that's ridiculous. Okay. But also the other side of that is just like, lol, it's just completely fucking, it's completely your fault. And it's ridiculous. It's not completely your fault. Also cheering that people who lost weight are gaining it back. That's really fucked up.
yet you still cannot escape it. You go to the gym. You limit yourself so much. You go to the gym like 4 times a day. Your whole personality is being thin.
And your whole personality is being fat. I'm not even shitting you. That's the topic for just about every video on this account. And God forbid someone goes to the gym for a workout or to improve their health. I guess I've been a fat phobic asshole this whole time. Honestly, I didn't know I was promoting anti-fatness and fear of fatness by lifting weights or going for a jog. I guess I'm just gonna have to stop immediately. And if anyone else...
This is also pretty funny because like anonymous accounts that fucking won't show their faces and shit like this. Like, I don't know. Are you healthy? Damp critical? Like, are you? Are you actually fucking working out all the time? Or does it make you feel better when you like shit on someone who's fatter than you? Okay. And that makes you kind of feel like you're doing the classic conservative thing where it's like, yeah, brother, I know my neighbor who just died of COVID was, has the exact same body type as me. We look literally the same from behind, but I'm built differently and I will actually fucking survive COVID. That's why I don't need the vaccine. And it's like the same energy as, I mean, he's not ripping into him too much, and she does deserve to be ripped on. There's just some about like anonymous accounts that do stuff like this though, where, he's got some sussy vibes so far. Okay. A little anti-SJW vibes on this.
works out, you should too, because it's offensive. Also, side note, it sounds like she's on the brink of tears talking about this. Like, please go outside, go for a walk, take a shower, do something else other than this.
Your whole personality is being thin, and yet you still cannot do it. And of course, they are victims too. There is a part of me that feels bad. But that part that feels bad is overridden by their very real, dangerous, deadly impact on fat people and people at large.
Deadly impact? Is being obese or overweight not already a deadly impact on yourself? I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge, or at least I thought it was, that being overweight is unhealthy. It's as simple as that. It's almost as if that just doesn't register in that useless pile of mush you call a brain. Anyways, this is just the tip of the shit sundae. Her account is full of this garbage.
Fat phobia isn't just a natural consequence of living in the world as a fat person. Fat phobia is learned. Fat phobia is taught. It's not innate.
I mean, yeah, that is 100% true. For the record, fat phobia is learned behavior for sure. Okay, that's true. I mean, literally look throughout culture and look to other countries where it's sometimes even seen as a positive or a class signifier. You know, like gout being a symbol of status. In the early days, that meant you ate delicious fatty liver regularly, like the gourmand, right? So it is learned behavior, okay? And fat phobia itself is not necessarily a healthy attitude to have. It's not. It is actually an unhealthy attitude to have because, and I can't stress this enough, fat people know that they're fucking fat. Okay? They live with that every fucking day. Okay? You skinny motherfuckers who've never been fat don't understand that reality where you're just like, oh man, I'm just gonna fucking, you know, I'm just really gonna change people's minds by hurting their feelings about being fat. Okay? It's just like, yeah, you know, fat people know that they're fat, dude. Trust me. They know, like, they literally live with it every day. Okay? Every moment. Shut the fuck up. And also, at least there is zero empirical evidence to show that fat phobia or fat, like shitting on fat people for being fat is ever effective in getting them to lose weight. Actually, it has the opposite effect because you make them more sad and then they start fucking binge eating.
You want to know how fat phobia really came about? It's because when immigrants started coming over from different areas of the world, they tended to be stockier or maybe shorter, just having more plump body types. And the white people in America did not like that.
I love how she just throws these historic claims out there as if it's a fact without any shred of evidence or sources of any kind. As if we're just supposed to take this random moron's ramblings on TikTok as historic fact. And to counter what she just said, I've never learned about any of that in school. I don't know about you guys, but didn't learn about fat phobia in the history books.
Be stockier or maybe shorter, just having more.
Wait, what the fuck? What was that take, bro? What was that? What the fuck? Wait, fat phobia is like white people didn't like plump. White people didn't like plump immigrants? Like what? Her take, bro, not his. I don't know what the fuck he's talking. His take is whatever, but he's kind of dumb. He didn't understand what learned behavior is. Fat phobia is learned behavior, obviously, like most things are. But the idea that like fat phobia comes from like fucking white supremacy is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that.
More plump body types. And the white people in America did not like that. And so whiteness became synonymous with thinness, vice versa, and thus began just rancid fat phobia. People wanted to be thin, so they didn't.
I took your advice over a year ago about downloading MyFitnessPal, creating a good habit and sticking with it. A diet that works for me. I went from 300 pounds to 235 pounds. Thank you. Fuck yes, dude. There's been a lot of fucking community members that have done this shit, which is awesome. Even though, like, while you guys were doing that, I was getting fat as fuck. Even though now I'm, now I've lost a fuckload of weight and actually was able to put back muscle mass, you know what I mean? And I feel fucking awesome. But I'm happy that a lot of people are able to, I'm happy that a lot of people are able to do that. Like, that's awesome. From 320 to 280 now? Fuck yeah.
Immigrants, because they were fucking racist.
I mean, aren't you a little racist yourself for stereotyping non-white people's bodies? Automatically assuming all white people are thin as well is also racist. I never thought I'd see it go this far. This girl is literally making up history and being racist to try and prove that fat phobia.
To be fair, here's what I will say. Because America is a white supremacist country, most socially learned behavior can still be tied back to white supremacy in some capacity. But that does not mean that it is rooted within white supremacy. So I just want to point that out. I don't want you guys to then fucking turn around and be like, actually you're wrong, because it was like there was white supremacist roots, or not white supremacist roots, but like there was white supremacist influence in fat phobia or some shit, because it's like, yeah, of course there's white supremacist influence in everything, because that's the dominant attitude. So obviously, like, Western beauty standards are going to be inherently white centric. Good thing everybody is fighting against that white supremacist attitude by getting as fat as they possibly can, especially white people. Anti-racist.
Exists. The lack of self-awareness isn't even shocking anymore.
I am going to be that annoying fat bitch. Like, I'm not gonna put things gracefully and pander to thinness. I'm going to make my fatness known, and fatness in general known. Because we are literally silenced and ignored. So yeah, I'm gonna be loud. Yeah, I'm gonna be bitter. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of content about fatness and anti-fatness. We've tried being graceful. We've tried being kind and understanding. All that does is exhaust us. I'm gonna yell for all the fat people who can't. I'm gonna yell for the fat people who are ignored. I'm gonna yell for the fat people.
Bro, why does she think, bro, she's like, I'm the MLK of fat people, bro. Oh, come on, dude. What the fuck? Yo! She's straight up out here like, I have a dream that like fat people and skinny people can coexist. You know what I mean? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. What? She's having a Joker moment, dude. What the fuck? I'm gonna scream for the fat people who can't. Like, this, you know what this has? This has the same exact energy as Jamila Jamil being like, fat phobia should be a hate crime. It has the same exact energy, which is like, fat phobia is bad, but like, adding that into the fucking hate crime docket is like psychotic, okay? And I rightfully made fun of that when Jamila Jamil was like advocating for that. Fucking rad libs, dude.
Platforms. But at the same time, all credit goes to black fat women who created this movement. Listen to me, but listen to them too. Listen to them first. Listen to them more. Fat activism would be nothing without them. I am going to be that annoying fat bitch. I am going to be that annoying fat bitch. If you are thin and you post those body positivity photos where you're hunched over and forcing yourself to have rolls, I want you to feel embarrassed. Because that's embarrassing.
Imagine, just imagine if this...
I mean, this is no different than any other fucking TikToker, bro. It's just mental illness, love. That's it. That's it. Like, she's just going Joker mode. Simple as, you know? I'm not allowed to fake being fat.
This person spent their time working out or finding ways to improve their health instead of making TikToks in her room all day, the world would be a better place, and well, your fucking odds of mortality would be better as well. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for some more juicy videos coming soon to the channel. And
Oh my god, this dude just like ripped off everything that Moist Critical did. Okay. I wish there was a way to see like the top TikToks that she made. You know what I mean?
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls have a lower belly pouch. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls really don't give a fuck. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls have a lower belly pouch. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Gorgeous girls don't look for validation on the expense of someone else. Yup. Like, why is she inserting herself here? Okay. I think like liberalism is a fucking brain disease. Straight up. And I think what has ended up happening is like people do this sort of stuff in like rad lib spaces, right? I mean, she's basically saying like, don't fucking insert yourself in the fat people's business, right? Which is just an insane fucking thing. Like, absolutely insane thing to say. What the fuck are you doing?
Really don't give a fuck. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl.
But this is, I mean, this is literally like she's doing like, she's like, how dare you do bodies in spaces, in fat spaces. And it's like, it's not mental illness, it's insecurity. She's unloved, so she needs an outlet. Not all thickums are like this. Doggy, this commentator is trash garbanzo. Like, it's kind of weird that like, I mean, this is an inevitable, let me say something. This is an inevitable consequence of people seeking marginalization rather than like focusing on intersectionality, where obviously like inevitably if you don't have any fucking serious marginalization as like a white woman, you're gonna have to look for something and make something up. Okay. And the thing that you have to make up is in this situation is like the fat acceptance movement. Like being fat is your degree of marginalization. And while yes, there is some marginalization for being fat, for sure. I mean, it's an insane thing to just like make this your entire clout seeking activist movement. She's not white, she's fat. Yeah. Why have lost so much time not calling myself a thickums? Intersectionality is still liberalism? No. I mean, intersectionality that also has its roots in class is not liberal. Hasan is being a little bitch right now. What do you mean? You think I should say that like this person shouldn't say that she's curvy or anything? What the fuck? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy to fucking make it seem like being fat is the same as being black or something. And like, I don't know, like that, you know, that other people are like trying to fucking jump on the body positivity thing, body positivity movement while they themselves are not fucking fat. Like, it's crazy. To be honest, she's right. It's cringe watching people with low body fat feign insecurity for compliments. You can't use curvy. That's the C word. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't understand how medical fat phobia kills. Fat liberation is a real fucking movement, you fucking asshole. Would be so obnoxious if you ever had a reasonable fat leftist on, but you're literally riling your chat up against fat people. They are not compassionate enough to separate her from the average fat person. What? Are you the person? Are you this person? What the fuck? Dude.
Like, no one cares. You don't get an award because you watch less TV.
She's upset at this lady for you're fat phobic for actively trying to lose weight. She's upset at this lady for saying like she's trying to lose weight while being fat. She says, one, why are you wanting to lose weight? 99.9% of the reasons are rooted in fat phobia. Why are you posing before and afters and body checking then? Those yell thin equals better. I mean, that's not like this person is fucking crazy. Hey, I'm sorry. To be fair, this lady is wild, but there's a lot of stuff you yourself believe about weight that's just patently false, and it wouldn't be the worst to update some of your knowledge on the issue. Did Michael Hobbs write this? Oh, God. Everything you know about obesity is wrong. For decades, the medical communities ignore the mountains of evidence to wage a cruel and futile war on fat people, poisoning public perception and ruining millions of lives. This is literally saying that fat is healthy. It's just fat phobic propaganda if you say anything else. Okay, here's the problem. Being overweight does not automatically magically mean you're fucking deathly ill or ill in general, okay? You know this. I've said this a million times over, and a lot of people don't recognize that. They unironically think like, oh no, if you're fucking chunky, if you're fat, that means you're gonna die. You're gonna die immediately. You're gonna die tomorrow, okay? That's not true. Also, fat phobia is not acceptable. It's not something that, I mean, even I engage in it from time to time, but like fat shaming people or fat phobia is not going to get them to lose weight. You're just being a fucking dickhead and hurting someone's feelings when they themselves are already very well aware that they're fucking fat. Okay. Yes, the BMI is an idiotic and outdated method of measurement. If that's the fucking new thing that you're going to tell me, then I don't know what to tell you. I've been an morbidly obese person my entire life. I've been a morbidly obese person when I was actually morbidly obese, and I've been a morbidly obese person according to my BMI when I've just had muscle mass, okay? So the BMI system is outdated. It's stupid as fuck. We all agree, okay? But people acting like this shit is, and I've even admitted that doctors hyper-focus on you being fat, and they unironically, exclusively would just be like, just lose weight, just lose weight, just lose weight. Like, you might have some underlying other problems, and they will fucking jump to just lose weight, just lose weight, just lose weight, just lose weight. Okay? And in certain circumstances, they might actually lose, not lose, but like misdiagnose what some other issues that you might have, some other underlying conditions that you might have. Okay? Except losing weight, especially if you're obese, is going to be very helpful in most of the circumstances. It's going to be helpful for, helping you. It's going to be helpful with your mental health. It's going to be helpful because you have to exercise, right? Unless you get a fucking eating disorder from obsessing over trying to lose weight, and that does happen, okay? In most of the circumstances, like weight loss, especially brought about by like healthy dieting, and also on top of that, working out every fucking day is going to be good. It's a healthy thing. And anyone that says that's fat phobic or you're being fat phobic for saying that, well, then you're a psycho, okay? I'm sorry. You're a fucking psychopath. Shut the fuck up. There is not a single person that working out and engaging in a healthy diet will not help, okay? There's not a single person on the planet that's like, I am a worse person now because I am doing a healthy diet. Maybe Greek God X, but that's different. There's different reasons. But other than that, in like 99.9% of circumstances, most people that fucking engage in a healthy lifestyle and like eat better and fucking work out, like those people are gonna be better overall. And even with Greek God X, like, yeah, sure, that's some other underlying problems, but at least he's healthier physically, and that's a good thing. Okay? Anyway. If fat phobia is not wanting people, no, but that's not fat phobia. Fat phobia is like constantly fucking telling fat people they're fat. Okay? That's fat phobia. Fat phobia is like literally being like, oh, it's your fault that you're fat and you should be skinny. Like, fuck you. Fat phobia is like discounting someone's personal experiences or level of knowledge on any particular issue because they're fucking fat. Okay? Men and women do not experience fatness in the same way. Stop speaking for fat women. Dude, this is my least favorite part. Dude, honestly, yo, especially fat white women need to shut the fuck up because, like, we get it, bro. Like, you don't have the fucking level. You don't have, like, anything to latch onto. So you've made this your thing. Shut the fuck up, okay? Seriously. I mean, seriously. Like, you literally can't fucking turn this into, like a legitimate marginalization. In the same way, I mean, and I tell this to every fucking marginalized group. Whenever marginalized community members come in here and you're like, you can't speak for us. You can't speak for us. You're advocating for us, but not good enough. I tell them, shut the fuck up. I will definitely tell you to shut the fuck up. Okay. Straight up. Ridiculous. There are underlying material conditions. Okay. There are material circumstances that are the reason why people are fatter than others. Okay. There are also obviously, like, you know, genetic factors at play. I know this from my own personal lifestyle, and I know this from my own personal upbringing and development, okay? But, like, parsing through that to be like, I know you're speaking against fat shaming and fat phobia right now, but also you are not able to speak for fat women. It's like, yeah, I know, dude. I know. Yeah, fat women do get shit on in a different way than fat men do. I know. But that is not about them being fucking fat. That's about them being women and men. That's about the patriarchy. So shut the fuck up and trying to, like, tie that back into being fat. Oh my God, dude. This is a valid marginalization, though. Please update your take from 1990. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. You guys sound ridiculous, dude. You sound ridiculous. Shut up. Obesity is complex. Okay, well, Alec Gunter is in fucking healthcare, so he's gonna have some really fat phobic takes, most likely, because, yes, a lot of people that are nurses and doctors are definitely, like, super, super anti-fat. Anyway, obesity is complex, and it can cloud up a lot of other underlying conditions, and it becomes a chicken and egg scenario. Not to excuse hack doctors don't even consider this, but, like, did the knee pain cause the obesity, or did the obesity cause the knee pain? There needs to be an individualized plan and regular checkups, but that's all impossible in our fuck medical system. Yeah, that was a fucking that was a nurse ass take right there. Why defend being fat? I'm not. Humans are capable of abstraction, so yes, you can make universal points for marginalized groups. You can't feel the feelings, but you can understand the situations. Yes, I know. Anyway, how can you deny fat people are marginalized? Bro, I'm sorry, but fat people are marginalized in the same fucking way that, like, short men are marginalized or bald men are marginalized, okay? And if short men and bald men were fucking complaining about marginalization, I laugh at them and I tell them, you know, it comes from fucking within, okay? It comes from self-confidence. Like, the solution to that. So you don't want to open up that fucking floodgate, okay? Jesus Christ. Like, that level of marginalization at the systemic level is not something you can fucking tack on to intersectionality. It's very fucking annoying, especially because, like, technically you could still, while you are oppressed in some capacity, the meaningfulness of that oppression seems very serious to you because you get fucking fed a healthy diet of, like, fat is disgusting every fucking day. Okay, and that sucks, and it makes you feel like shit. I know, I've been there, okay? I am still there. The impact of that development and that upbringing does not escape, okay? You never, even when you lose weight, you still have body dysmorphia, okay? So good luck with that. But ultimately, you will be healthier. You can be, okay? Except short men can't fucking, you know, they can't get tall. What are you going to do? So that degree of oppression is even worse, I guess. But again, that's not real fucking oppression, okay? That's not like, you know, people being enslaved for being black. So you crying about it and trying to, like, turn it into a movement that is similar to those other forms of oppression is kind of stupid. I'm ready to read Chad's dissertation on this discussion with so many experts in here. Yeah, I mean, the expertise is just people being fucking fat. That's their expertise. Anyway. But don't we connect fatness to morality? Don't we see thin people as more good or worthy? And given that fatness is connected to class and genes, is not something that good choices can always correct? No, I know that. Also, I mean, no, people should not connect fatness to morality. I think that just because some people do that doesn't mean it's appropriate or okay or anything like that. But yes, fatness, I do analyze fatness from the lens of a class issue, okay? If there isn't a 5'3" president, it's racist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, listen. It's just it is kind of fucking ridiculous because like it comes from like people turning around and fucking trying to make it similar to like I don't know the marginalization as a consequence of like systemic racism. They frustrate me. They frustrate me so much because like while there is some degree of oppression there, it's not anywhere near like the system and the way it's designed against you as a worker, or the system and how it's designed against you as a black person, or even any other kind of disabled person, like marginalizations of that sort. Okay, so it just sounds like you're fucking crying. It sounds like you're complaining and trying to make it seem similar. Nobody's saying that. No, motherfucker. When you say you shouldn't speak about fat experiences because you don't understand what it's like, because the degree of fat shaming that impacts women is very different than fat shaming when it impacts men. No, you are saying that. You're doing like I'm doing bodies and spaces, okay, for fatness right now. I'm speaking over the fat women. Like, you know, that's ridiculous. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. You're stupid. Have you ever hooked up with a fat woman? Yeah, your mom. Okay? Owned. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're just like all the other fat phobes. I'm sorry. You just let that you left that wide open for me, dude. Like I had to do that. That was a murder, dude. Someone call 911. Oh no. A classic, it seems. Oh. I mean, I'm sure that Chatter was joking anyway, so it doesn't matter. I mean, this is like really bad though.
Lately, there's a lot of TikTokers who show what their bellies look like before and after eating. They're a little bloated, whatever, just to show that it's fine to have a bloated tummy and it doesn't always look flat. And that's so great. There's such a place for that. There's not a lot of TikTok showing bellies that just always look like that. Like, let me show you. This is what my belly looks like all the time. I have not just eaten. I do not need to take a shit. I am not bloated. This is what it looks like all the time. Any skin tight thing I wear, you're gonna see this. It's not like a, oh, push it in, suck it out. Like, no, it's just always there. Always there. And this dress isn't even showing it that well. It's all fine and dandy. Look, everybody gets bloated, but people also just have fat. Like, she's always there. My pooch is always there. And that's okay. So I've noticed that lately there's a lot of TikTokers who show what their bellies look like before and after eating. They're a little bloated, whatever, just to show that it's fine to have a bloated tummy and it doesn't always look flat. And that's so great. There's such a place for that. There's not a lot of TikTok showing bellies that just always look like that. Like, let me show you. This is what my belly looks like
all the time. I have not just eaten. I do not need to take a shit. I am not bloated. This is what it looks like.
The hashtag fat positive in the caption while centering thinness. Wait, what? She's a size 10. She is straight size. She is the beauty standard, huh? Oh, I thought she actually liked what she was saying. No, she wasn't fat enough. Bro, this person straight up is like gatekeeping fatness, dude. What the fuck? I watched this thinking that this was like, yo, she's actually like, you know, hyping this queen up. It's, again, bro, that post was positive as hell too. She just straight up gripped through his prong. Yeah. I see what she's trying to do, but yeah, she basically just centered herself, even though she's still the beauty standard, close, but missed the mark. Wait, what? Okay, well, you're fucking skinny. Shut the fuck up, okay? What do you mean? What do you mean? Bro, she's doing this person is stealing fat val. This is like a Cumtown bit. I swear to God, bro. This is literally like, this is some shit that they would make up. Like, it's like real life. I love this sort of stuff because like it's creative. They have terminology for fat people who are different sizes, like small fats and super fats. Bro, saying that she's the beauty standard is like psychotic, okay? She's not the beauty standard. I mean, she's beautiful, but like you're quite literally saying you're like trying to fucking eliminate. You're doing the I'm more leftist than you shit for being fat. Okay? That's what you're doing. You're like she's the most leftist because she's the fattest. What the fuck? What is this thin
I tried
dismissal?
to make the same video last night, but it got taken down by TikTok, which is ironic because I was talking about the dismissal of fat voices and the silencing of us, and it got removed for hate speech. So here we go again, take two. When thin people or people of any size dismiss our concerns, when we call out both covert and overt fat phobia, body checking, before and afters, and we get mocked or harassed or just completely dismissed.
Dude, I mean, this is crazy. This is actually fucking crazy. Like, this is insane. Like, body checking and like before and after. Like, so anyone that like considers like not being morbidly obese is being fat phobic is not the argument that you want to make. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like not, this is crazy. There's a crazy fucking thing to say. Okay? Anyway, listen. Listen, as I eat. Every time I eat food on stream, I'm actually, you know, fighting against fat phobia. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from this because this is like fucking really sad. I think this is just a really sad person. Don't make fun of fat people for being fat. I try not to as well, but sometimes, you know, there's like a really fucking reactionary hog that like thinks they're, you know, thinks they're in like peak physical condition when they just look like a hot dog. You know, then I let it slip, but like I said, like, I think a lot of people look towards people like this to justify being fat phobic. And while this person is like creating a lot of opportunities for people to fucking shit on fat people, like just being an awful person in general. Okay. That doesn't mean you should be fat phobic towards fat people, especially because it does not help. Like, you're not helping them. You're just hurting them. You're just hurting their feelings. Being a dickhead, you're being a mean person, and you're quite literally harming them. Like, if you think being fat is bad, right? Or if you think being fat or being obese is unhealthy, then you should never do fat phobia. Okay? You should never engage in fat shaming. Because fat shaming quite literally leads to less healthy diet choices because you're hurting the other person. And in a lot of instances, like, it's a coping mechanism. To like binge eat is a literal coping mechanism. It's a coping mechanism for me. When I feel like shit, dude, I'm fucking crushing food, okay? I'm crushing food. Not right now. This is like actually healthy. I made the choice to eat this as a part of my healthy diet. I track this stuff. But when I fucking feel like shit, dude, oh my God, I just like straight up fucking Postmates, whatever the fuck I can, and just like fill my gullet. I've told you guys before, I've had like 2,000, 3,000 calories of just fucking straight sugar, okay? And I will eat until sugar is painful for me. Like, so don't talk to me until you fucking have binge eaten like $100 of cookies and it's so much sugar that like it literally hurts your fucking tongue to eat. I'm like bringing about diabetes for myself, okay? So, don't fat shame. Don't make fun of fat people for being fat. Okay?